If you've hit a plateau in your language learning, you're not alone. Here's why it happens and how we can start to move past it. Hi, I'm Lindsay, a language learning expert passionate about helping you learn languages better. And in this video, we're going to be talking all about plateaus. This video is part of a mini-series all about speaking languages better to celebrate the launch of the Speak 28 by 28 challenge. You can find out more and join the challenge at the link in the description below, or lindsaydoeslanguages.com/speak. Plateaus can happen at any level of language learning, but most typically it's that intermediate stage where we know what is going on. We've got input down. Input mastery, chef's kiss, 10 out of 10. But when it comes to output, there's often a bit of a gap, and it could be the solution to help you overcome that plateau. Because plateaus are like the most normal thing in language learning. Because when we start, we're at 0, right? So every single word we learn, we learn word number 1, we've gone up in what we know in that language 100%, right? And then that continually just gradually declines until we feel like we're doing nothing. And chances are we already have most of the words that we're going to be using on a day-to-day basis. There's just the odd word here and there, or the odd structure here and there that we're not 100% on. And that is where the gaps are. But those gaps aren't frequent enough for us to notice all of the time, and for us to notice that actually we can communicate really effectively already. And so we plateau. That tends to be the way that this happens at an intermediate stage. But there is something that can help us move past this, and that is speaking more. That is doing more output, speaking and writing and having a chance to really practice everything that we already know. And I know this sounds really boring. Practice is not the answer that anyone wants to hear, but it's true. Nobody wants to hear that the answer is practice. We want the answer to be now. And part of the reason this is such a frustrating answer is because speaking requires this emotional output. There's more that we are giving when we are speaking and when we're writing than when we're just simply taking language in. So it requires more from us to give, to expose ourselves in some way. And that is not always comfortable. So we need to find a way to get comfortable with that output so that we can do it more and so that we can move past the plateau. And the Speak 28 by 28 challenge is a great opportunity to get comfortable with speaking. In a challenge, you're going to have a daily speaking prompt that will help you develop a solo speaking habit. Now, this is crucial because we do not want to just be going up to people and that being our first time we speak. Terrifying, fear, the freeze. We've talked about all this. That's not good. So we need the solo speaking habit to help us prepare for that. We need that kind of practice to be ready for that kind of practice. And also something that really becomes very prominent at the plateau level is that momentum and that renewed motivation often comes from micro breakthroughs, just these tiny little moments where a word just stays and we just remember it for the first time and we think, oh, I used to always struggle with that. And now it's there in my brain, right? Those little tiny moments, and they're really easy to ignore. So it's not about the big leaps at this stage. It is about these continued tiny steps forward, right? And the challenge can really help with this too. I would say you need like 15 minutes a day. That's it. 15 minutes a day. You'll be able to take in the video lesson, to respond to the speaking prompt. If you want to do more, if you have maybe more time on the weekend and you want to respond to that prompt with a little bit more like effort and time, that's all fine. And what that means is you'll be building a habit, a solo speaking habit that can expand and contract to fit your day as you need. And this is really, really crucial if you want to actually move past that plateau, because this isn't something that's going to just happen overnight. Like I said, micro breakthroughs, these little moments continuously is what we need to get us feeling more confident, to get us to the next level. So if that's the kind of opportunity that you're after right now, if that's the thing that you need in your languages to help you move past the plateau that you're at, join the challenge. You can join. The link to join is in the description, or you can visit lindsaydoeslanguages.com/speak to find out more and to get started. I cannot wait to see you inside the challenge. I'll be back again tomorrow with another video in our little mini series. And yeah, speak to you soon. Thank you. I cannot wait to welcome you into the challenge. I'll be back again here tomorrow with our next video in this mini series. Subscribe here on YouTube so that you don't miss an episode. And yeah, I'll speak to you soon. Bye.